All right, so this is a sweet potato that was left in the, this is a sweet potato vine. The sweet potato was left in the dirt last year, either ones that we intentionally left because they were too small or ones that we just never did find. But what you do, or when the spring comes, these start growing out, and you can see they'll actually reproduce. They'll put little roots. They put little roots on there. So each of these stems, and a lot of plants, the stems where the branch comes out, it either can become a branch, so like this right here. This can either become a branch. That little leaf can become a branch, or it can become roots. It's kind of like stem cells. It's kind of funny because it's on the stem of the plant. But so I'm going to cut this right here. I'll do that in a second, and I'll cut the branch, cut the leaf off, cut the leaf off, cut the leaf off. I'll just leave that one. If it was a big one on the end, I might just cut the leaf like this. But the whole purpose of this is to make it to where the plant, this is what I'll do. I'll go show you. So we'll dig a little furrow, dig a little trench where this thing can get some water, and then I'll put this in there. And I'm hoping that these parts, either all of them or just one of them, whatever it takes to live. Let me take that little flower out, or bud. The goal would be for this to bear roots down, because that's what's going to keep it alive. It'll have enough sun eventually for this to go through photosynthesis, but the thing that's going to kill this plant most likely is going to be lack of water. And so that's the same reason that we cut the leaves off, because this plant right now has no way of getting water because we've cut it from the root. It'll take a little bit of water in there, but it's not much at all. And so what we do is, again, on this one,
so it has no way of getting water, but a lot of things that need water.
Yes, so it has no way of getting water, but all of these leaves are letting water escape. It's called transpiration. It's a type of evaporation. And so the leaves are letting water escape. And so we're going to come in here. This one's not, we'll try it for two. So we're going to cut this one off, and we'll cut this one here. And again, I'll cut, since this one's not a really baby leaf, we want to cut it so it can go through some photosynthesis, but we're not going to let it lose tons of water. These little ends will kind of cap off like scabs, and then hopefully there's actually a little bit of roots there, so that will hopefully become good root system, and the roots will actually, once it's gone through photosynthesis enough, the sunlight is turning into sugar in the chloroplasts, with chlorophyll in the chloroplast, and that sugar will be sent down here into the roots, and it'll make a big sweet potato. And if we harvest it next year, this year, then we'll just eat the sweet potato. If we don't harvest it, then that sweet potato, all of this above the ground will die, and it will stay during the winter, and then during the spring, that sweet potato will use all that stored up energy, the reason that stored it up, and it will send forth these little leaves, and that will start the process over again. So it can't live through the winter because it freezes, and so that the potato in the ground is storing up energy. It's like hibernating, like a bear would do. These are called slips, and we would do the same thing. We'll find a little burrow or a furrow, and we'll bury these three, and hopefully it'll grow. So if you plant 20 of these and half of them make it, you've got 10 sweet potato vines. Pretty simple.